All right, so welcome back for another workout of the week. This is a video for week 3 if you're doing the boot camps. This one we're gonna do pauses and pulses. So we have your warm-ups, basic warm-ups, the marches, the butt kicks, the hacky sacks. The hacky sacks being in here to open up your hip flexors. Step outs, just step back and forth. And then some reverse lunges, so just back and forth. And then your grapevines, so back and forth. And these you can do however you want to do them. If you want to do them as a Tabata, you can do 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest for 8 rounds. You can do 30 seconds of each one and just do them a couple times. Or if you have space to travel, you can do, I would say, 2 to 3 sets of traveling of each one of those for your warm-up. And then after that, I have a whole list of exercises for you to go through, or you're going to do a pause for one set, a count of 15, and then pulses for a count of 20. And then you have different variations of each. And then this one is called an AMRAP, so you go as many rounds as possible. So as many rounds as you can either get through or you have time for. If you don't have a lot of time, you can try and make through one full round. If you have more time, try and get through 2 or 3. So only thing you're gonna need, a set of dumbbells. If you don't have any, you can do them without. You can use this as a body weight exercise too, that's fine. The first one is gonna be your squats with your pulses. I'm all about squats. And next month, I'm gonna be doing a squat challenge, so I will post that on the Facebook page and you can partake if you want, even if you're not in the boot camp. We'll have a squat challenge, so that's why I'm kind of building up all the squats for that. So the first one we're gonna do is just pause at the bottom. We're gonna do 3 different ways. Their pause and then our pulse. So regular squat being, just about shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider. Toes facing forward. We always stick our booty back, weight in our heels, and chest up. So we're never here. We're never with the weight in our toes. It makes the knees go past the toes and then puts more stress on those knees. So just booty back, chest up. And then you're gonna pause at the bottom, hold it, and then come back up. Squeeze your glutes as you come back up. So pause, up for 15. So hold at the bottom and then up. If you want more with this one, hold your weights. You can hold them down to your side or up at your chest. Pause, up. If you've been doing squats for a while, try and pause and put your elbows on your knees. Not here though, booty down. So 15 of those, and then your pulses, you're gonna stay low and pulse for 20 right here. All right, so that's the first set, and then as soon as you do 15 and 20, you're gonna go close leg and do the same thing. So for close leg, you gotta squeeze your feet together, squeeze your knees, and squeeze your glutes, trying to keep everything nice and close. And then pause at the bottom and stand up, or pause and stand up. And then for your pulses, same thing, keep it low and pulse it for 20. Third set of squats, you're doing sumo. So we'll try and show the feet. So the feet are gonna be at about a 45. So I usually do, when I say regular, toes are forward. When I say sumo, they're about halfway. When I do plies, I take the legs wider and I point the toes out, working more like the inside. And here we're kind of a little bit closer, and then toes at a 45. So we're gonna do sumo, we're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna pause at the bottom, and then stand up. Squeeze at the top. Pause. Squeeze at the top for 15, and then pulse it for 20, as low as you can with that pulse. All right, then you're gonna switch it over to biceps. So we're gonna give our legs a break and do our bicep curls the same way. 3 rounds of this one. So your bicep curls, when you pause for this one, you're gonna pause in the middle, bring it up, pause, back down. That's 1. Pause, up, pause, down. Your elbows are always tucked in, chest nice and high. If you want more resistance with this one, you can do single leg, and then halfway, switch it. So pause, up, pause, down. When you do your pulses, just pulse halfway, up, right here, nice and quick for 20. Or you can keep them even shorter for 20. The next one you're gonna do is you're gonna do from the middle to the top. So instead of starting down here, start in that middle position. And then up, pause, up, pause for 15. And then again, keep it right here and pulse for 20. Round 3, you're going to do at the bottom. So now start at the bottom and then pause at the top, down, up, down for 15, and then again, pulse, but keep it lower right here for 20. All right, and then you're going to go back. So we're going legs, arms, we're going back and forth. So that way you can get through the whole thing. Minimal rest, because you're resting each body part while you do the other one. I'm all about efficiency. I don't want to take a lot of time doing all these workouts. All right, static lunge. So we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to do right, pause and then pulse, and then left, pause and pulse. For this one, and if you want to add more, you can always add a hammer curl to it. But when we're doing our lunges, take it far enough forward that you can lean back in your heels and bring your knees straight down and then straight back up. We're not really necessarily going forward with this one. I know that's, we're working ankles with that one, but put a lot of stress on your knee. So just straight down, weight in the front heel, and you're leaning back on your back toes, and then drive it up. All right, so for the pause, you're gonna pause in the middle, down just like our biceps, up, and then all the way up. So pause, down, pause, up for 15. So pause, down, pause, up. That's one. If you want to add your hammer curls to it, you can. And then your pulse, you're going to take it at the lowest. You're going to come down and then pulse for 20. When you're done, switch it. Same thing. Pause, down, pause, up. And then keep that chest nice and high. Down, pause, up. And then you pulse this, oh gosh, without falling, for 20. All right, and then for our triceps, going back to the arms, 2 options. You can either do your triceps here in a lunge stance, and when you're doing your triceps this way, hold them parallel to the floor, and then out straight, and then in. And your pause comes here at the top. It's a hard one. Or you can bring those feet together, stick that booty back, same thing. Pause here. And then with your pulses, I know it's like you're swinging a bit, don't swing. Squeeze right here, squeeze for 20. Or you can come at the top and you pause. Oh gosh, kind of halfway for that one. All right, if you're doing it up here, squeeze those elbows in, pause, up, pause, down, and then your pulse is nice and quick. All right, we've got 1, 2, 3 or 4 more. And then you're gonna go to your side, you're going back to your legs. So I'm giving you all the basic moves that I love to do, just in a little different way. Static side lunge, which is really good inside, your hips, your glutes. Makes one leg work harder while this one's out resting. So we're gonna do our static side squat. So the pause comes holding it down here. You can add some arms to this one too if you want. See, I'm already getting all sweaty with this one. So you step out wide. So step it out fairly wide, wider than you would for a normal squat. And then the booty goes back, and you pause at the bottom and bring it up. Pause, bring it up. If you want more with this one, give me a lat raise with it. Pause, bring it up. And I'm not coming all the way up. I'm giving a slight bend. So pause, slight way up. And then for your pulses, just hold it down at the bottom for 20. Woo! And then you switch. Down, up, pause, up. You can add those arms if you want. Here, and then pulse for 20. Holy canjolies. All right, now we're gonna do a couple with our core. So if we can see. And so again, same thing I always do, but just in a different order. So for the crunches, you're gonna do crunches and leg raises, which are gonna work upper core and lower right here. So, and you're gonna do each one 3 times. So for our crunches, make sure you roll your hips so that your back is flat against the floor, shoulders up off the floor. You should feel it right in here already, just getting ready. Chin facing the ceiling, hands behind your head, but you're not pulling, you're just barely resting them back there. And you're gonna squeeze at the top, hold, back down. Squeeze, back down. You're gonna do 25 of those, and then for your pulses, hold those shoulders up and give me your arm pumps. If you do these ones a lot with me, raise your legs up. Pump for 50. Come back, do 25 more. Right here, pause, down, come back, do 50 more, and then do a third round. Pause, down, pause, and then 50. All right, and then your leg raises. So with your leg raises, if you haven't worked out a lot, give me a 1 and then the other, and holding each one as you switch, keeping that core nice and tight, pushing that back against the floor. Here, if you do these ones a lot with me, or if you do them a lot on your own, up, down. Your pause is at the top. Up, down. Squeezing. If you do them a lot, try it here. Pause at the bottom and bring it up. Pause at the bottom, bring it up. And only as low as you can go without taking your back off the mat. You don't want that space in there. If you wind up getting that space, bring those legs back up, push that back down. So 15 of those, and then just regular 20 leg raises, normal leg raises without the pause. And then come back and do it again. Pause, down, pause, down. So less resistance, you're pausing at the top. If you want more, if you need more resistance, pause at the bottom. Pause, up, pause, up. And then 20 just regular leg raises, down and up. So you're doing that 3 times, and then you're stretching. So that's it, as many rounds as possible of each one of those. You don't need any weights, but if you have weights, use them for the curls and the triceps, and I hope you all have a great week.